So, Purple Rose is here, and I'm back in Solitude, and I'm going to continue on with the main quest. I have to meet Lyris at the Blue Palace and report our findings to the Queen, and hopefully she'll help us get a meeting with the High King. Hopefully.
Help! Assassins in the palace! Help!
That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
That escalated. The Queen? No!
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over them.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead.
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
Wow. We had nothing to do with it. It's probably because of our investigation that she was killed. Someone wants to start a war, and it's not us. Despite what you think, High King, we're on your side. Shame about the Queen. She was gonna help us.
Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right.
Maybe Svanna, his daughter, can help us? How did an assassin get that close to the Queen?
Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Ice Reach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is.
So what do we do now?
Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right.
I'll see what I can find. Will they let me look around? What's this? I don't think they'll let me look around. So shattered glass. What could that mean? They couldn't have come in through the window. Doesn't make sense. So the High King went through there. Of course I can't go. But yeah, we're in the palace. Oh, look at that painting. I don't remember that from the PTS. It's a wolf though. Letter from the Skull King's agent. My trusted contact. The information you have provided so far hints at a terrible threat not only to Skyrim but potentially to all of Tamriel. My liege Yoren the Skull King wants to stop this threat before it grows in scope and power, but I need more details. I need proof to convince the authorities in Solitude that the threat is real and they need to accept the Skull King's help. I'm counting on you. Meet me near the gates to Solitude, the capital city of Hafinger's Hold in Western Skyrim. We'll compare notes and determine our best course of action. May kind watch over you be. Ah, so maybe that was from the guy we met was like right here. and he died. So maybe the High King thought something else was going on? See what Lyris has to say.
Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin?
I found this medallion nearby beneath a broken window.
We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilkreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in?
He seemed pretty angry to me.
Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs.
Don't think that's a good idea, but lead the way. This is gonna end badly. Just let me talk to him.
We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Sorry about Lyris.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Yes. Listen to reason, High King Svargrim.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easily duped, outsider.
Just put aside your pride and listen. It's not Yarn you need to be concerned with, it's the Icereach Coven.
Reach witches? They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you.
Ooh. Have you heard about the Harrow storm that struck Kilkreath that turned your people into Harrow fiends?
Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. I know my enemies.
So he killed Brondolf, was it? Queen Gerhard asked us to bring you proof that might be why the Coven killed her.
You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips? Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder. That would not go so well for you.
Just listen! Just stop and think!
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Just listen! Listen! The fool! Trying to save you, but no! Why do they always act irrationally? Sorry, Lyris.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
Maybe Svanna will help us? She seems reasonable.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother?
We were gathering evidence to convince the High King of the threat to your kingdom.
Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her?
The Ice Reach Coven has come to Western Skyrim. It looks like they killed the Queen.
And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds?
The High King won't listen to us. He thinks this is all some plot of the Skull King, but it's not.
My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find whoever did this and stop them.
That's what we plan to do. We'll do what we can, Your Highness.
I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something.
Maybe it was a vampire. Did you get a good look at the assassin?
He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but shadows.
Maybe he was a vampire. Could you talk to the High King about this threat? He might listen to you.
My father? Listen to me? When horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone.
I heard what your mother told you. She didn't believe that, and neither should you.
I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that.
You'll be fine. And I think your father would listen to you. You're his daughter. Are you going to be alright?
No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to watch over my father. The kingdom... I can't let her down.
Yeah, it's the thing. You don't know if you see someone for the last time.
I'd rather not leave Svanna alone. We don't know if any more Ice Reach Coven agents are lurking about. Besides, you're better at talking to people than I am. Find witnesses. Track where the assassin fled to. I'll make sure Svanna gets someplace safe.
You don't think the Blue Palace is safe? I don't think anywhere's safe.
The assassin may have leapt out the window, but he must have had help to get that close to the king and queen. Even Yoren's guard had traitors willing to help the coven, so why not here too? What was the name of that orc at the Lonely Troll?
Mog?
Yeah, Mog. He's lazy and a drunk, but I don't see him as a backstabber. Svanna trusts him. It might put her at ease to have a familiar face around. The princess needs someone to lean on right now, and neither of us has time to play nursemaid.
Alright, I'll try to track down the assassin. Cool. I talk to the sword thane. No.
Come on, princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
But you were the princess. Lyris will take good care of you. So, yeah. That really sucks. Queen is dead. Yeah, this is a big palace. Oh! Let's check out our room. Wow, this is some room. Living in luxury. She is the princess, though. Oh, a letter. Letter from Lyris. Partner, we've gathered evidence the Ice Reach witches are behind these harrow storms. I'm heading to Solitude to inform Queen Gerhild. She seems reasonable and she can keep me from starting a war if High King Svagan Continues to refuse to see me. Meet me in solitude and we can talk with her together. Okay. How did Svanna get a hold of that? So this is the throne. Can I sit? I can never sit in the throne. That's unfair. It's unfair. Okay, let's go find the witnesses. Find out if they saw anything. But yeah, that's such a small gap in the window. It had to be a vampire. Had to be. So it would have been this window.
Help here would be nice.
I think. So yeah, this is the palace. It's really big.
Not complain.
Okay. One witness here. Oh no.
My wife. She is like ice. So cold. So pale. All the warmth sucked out of her.
What happened to your wife?
There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside, pale as snow.
Had to have been a vampire then. Where did this man go?
He was fast, so fast. Ran toward the Hall of the Dead. He never even looked back at what he had done.
Let's go! Hall of the Dead! I know where that is. This way? Oh, there's more.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? Cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon.
Don't have time to pray. Tell me what happened here.
It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arkay's grace, and the vampire fled before his sacred presence.
Which way did he flee?
Toward the main gate. I prayed the guard finished off the depraved creature before it took another innocent life.
I doubt that.
Can't remember her name.
Okay, let's hope we can catch up to him. Nope, more dead.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong?
Priest said a vampire came this way. Is that what happened here?
A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Sonolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of your business?
The vampire assassinated Queen Gerhild. Princess Svanna asked me to track him down.
The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away.
Your head is probably the least of your worries once the High King hears about this. No one was able to stop the assassin. You did what you could. He's just doing his job. Yeah, but the High King will probably kill you anyway.
Yeah. It's not like I opened the gate and let him slink off. The real problem's at the palace. No more questions. I've got to secure the gate and take care of poor Sonolia.
Okay.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start.
He should have, but he didn't.
Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about the assassin. Did anyone get a good look at the murderer?
Maybe when the... Not even then. When the city's probably burning and everyone's dead, he'll still distrust. Paranoia. The assassin killed more people as he fled out the city gate. A priest identified him as a vampire.
That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else to report?
Other than that the assassin was a vampire who wore an eye patch and escaped, no.
Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again?
Fenorian said he was going to see a clever woman named Morthal.
Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Svanna. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered. We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us. And I'm calling him Fen. It's simpler.
That's why. That's why she calls him Fen. But Fenorian. His name's Fenorian. Fen it is then. I'll find him and see if he can help us track down Queen Gerhild's assassin. Okay.
Morthal lies to the southeast of Solitude. Bog farmers mostly. The clever woman's camp is probably northwest of the town. You shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Not a lot out there but mud and marsh.
Great, a swamp. So we have to head to Morthal, which is down that way. But yeah, shame about the queen. Shame she's dead. But what can you do? But we've got Svanna on our side. So hopefully we can get to the root of this with Fenorian's help. So yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.